I think sports is an activity that talks to everybody and everyone relates to it. I mean, if you look at the FIFA World Cup, for a long time this year, up and through the South African game, we are all focused on the sports. We know what our countries did to get there and where they stand. And as secretary, I used to be envious. I said, I wish we can get the same attention from the public on issues like democracy and human rights, and we can compete on those. But apart from the fact that it has a convening power of bringing people together to focus, it's also healthy for the individual. And it can be used to break down racism. It can be used to bring fighting sides together. And when you've played sports with somebody, it's very difficult to go around feeling the same way, particularly in a negative sense about them. And apart from that, we can use sports for development purposes by opening avenues and opportunities for people to invest in tourism, prepare young people for the future. And of course, in these days where we have such a sedentary life and people are coming up with all sorts of diseases, participation in sports is also very important for the health of the individual and society. First of all, it offers Africa an opportunity to showcase the continent. In fact, South Africa and the African countries see this not as a South African World Cup, but an African World Cup, an opportunity for the continent, for people to visit the continent and see the other positive aspects of the continent. The way the continent, events on the continent is reported, we sometimes get the impression that it's a continent full of misery, conflict, and wars. Yes, there are wars in places like Darfur, Eastern Democratic Republic of Congo, but there are also the positive and exciting stories, whether it's the success of governance in Botswana, my own country, Ghana, what's happening there, South Africa, which has its own unique story to tell, Angola, which has come. So there are lots of positives, and we have dynamic young men and women who are not on the soccer field, but are doing some exciting things. And I really believe Africa is a continent of the future. We have the clubs and the sporting federations, but we also have individuals and the families. The families should encourage their kids to get involved in sports. And UN agencies are doing lots of work with sporting federations, with strong teams. For example, one of the teams, I forget which one, has UNICEF on its jerseys promoting UNICEF. Some go out to schools to encourage sporting events. And I think we all have to work in partnership to place sports and sporting activities at the center of lives of our children. I'm quite excited to see how sports have developed in this region and is developing in this region. Dubai is becoming an important center for sporting activities, and wonderful facilities are being put up for these sporting events and for training. And in fact, we all saw what happened when the Iraqi team, a country torn and racked by war, when the team won the Asian Football Cup, how the whole nation came together to celebrate and to applaud each other. And they were Shia, they were Sunnis, they were Kurds, but it didn't matter. For that day, they were all one, and they were all Iraqis. And it's very important, and I'm sure some have not gone back and have remained solid Iraqis since that day. So we should realize the power and the potential of sports, not only for social and developmental change, but also in bringing harmony and unity, its potential for bringing harmony and unity amongst people. I'm here because I have taken the view for a very long time that sports is an important tool to promote some of the things that are dear to me and dear to all of us, issues of development, social cohesion, and understanding amongst people. And I think anything I can do to promote that spirit, I'm always prepared to do, and that's why I'm here.